Joining me in the room podcast to talk about his next featherweight fight happening at NEF 52 on May 13th is 3-2 Nathaniel Grimard. What's up, my man? Welcome back to the show, bro.
Thank you, man. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. The weather is fabulous out here. I don't know about where you are, but I'm sure it's probably in the 80s there. How's the weather?
It is, man. It's about 82, I think, today.
Nice. As far as training, you training outside, getting some sun, or are you guys inside training today and yesterday?
Been inside. I haven't gone outside really doing training.
Excellent, my man. Well, bro, we got another fight coming. Back-to-back cards. You were on the NEF 51 card. We'll get to that fight. But you're making the next step here pretty soon, and NEF 52, man. How excited are you to get back in the cage so quickly?
I'm excited, man. I cannot wait for this fight. I think it's going to be a great fight. We're only like a month out, so it's going to come quick.
Nice. Well, I know your last fight, you dropped back down to the featherweight division after having a lot of success there as an amateur. You went into a little heavier weight, not so much luck, but you dropped back down to the featherweight and you had a first round finish in NEF 51. Let's talk about getting back down into the winning ways and that fight in particular when you had that first round finish, man.
Yeah, it felt good, I think I just went out there and did what I was supposed to do, really, against that fight. Didn't take any damage, got him out of there quick, and now we're just on to the next one, training hard for this.
Well, slouch fighting these guys with, a lot of fights under their belts, man. Went against Carl Langston. He's been a NEF figure for a long time. He's a game guy. Not a great record, but he fights only beasts, man. Going into that fight, man, how did you feel in that cage? You fought in Bangor. I don't know how far that is from where you're living, man, but how was that experience actually getting there and actually getting another win under your belt?
Yeah, it was awesome. Get that win. Need to get back to the win column. Bumped up previously. Just to challenge myself. That didn't really work out, but it's all right. And Bangor is about 2 hours, so it's kind of a hike, or maybe 3 hours to get up there. So it's kind of a hike to get up there. Carl's taking tough fights. I wasn't sleeping on him at all. We just get the job done.
Well, I know he's a talker, likes to say a lot of stuff in there. Was there anything that that surprised you in there? I mean, the fight was only a couple of minutes long, but, we know Carl as a striker, and you finished him, actually TKO. Were you very pleased with that performance in there against him?
Yeah, I was happy. I didn't stand on my feet too much, but I really just need to get the win. I didn't really care about how I did it. I need to get that one out of there. Yeah, he likes to talk. He didn't want to touch gloves at all in there, which I was a little surprised just because I've trained with him previously, like once a couple of years ago. So it's whatever. It's not, he tried to get in my head, but it's not going to work.
Well, after the fight, was there some camaraderie? Everything squashed there onto the next. Anything go on at the end of the fight there?
Nah, him and I were cool. We talked before his last fight against Jeff Joy too. So yeah.
Excellent, man. Well, Kyle's a guy that tries to sell a fight, man. He does a very good job of it, and that's why NEF has him back a lot, man. But let's get to this next fight, man. Another huge challenge for you, man. Another dude with a lot of fights under his belt, coming off a loss against a beast, but he went to a decision against Mo Kanani, and in the first round, he actually had some success and had Mo's back and had him in danger, man. How'd you get this fight, and how'd you come to, getting matched up with Robert Lustig?
Yeah, I think he's trying to fight local now. I think he's only from New York, so he's not too far away. And I guess he was trying to fight on a local card, and Matt just offered that to us, and we thought, excuse me, it was a tough matchup. He's got some experience. He's got 7 wins. That's more fights than I even have for my pro. So I think it's a step up in competition, and we're ready for it.
Yeah, definitely a step up. And like I said, fighting Mo Kanani is no slouch, man. That kid is a beast in the lightweight division, man. But watching that fight, is that something that you look at, that last fight, tape of that fight? And as far as that fight, what'd you get out of it to, take into this matchup?
Yeah, I think that's his first fight back in like 5 or 6 years. So there's not much to base off of. You know, I haven't even been training for 5 or 6 years, so I'm not really watching anything past that fight. He looks like he's got some decent grappling. He's going to be, I think, way more aggressive in my fight and try to move forward. So we just got to fight our fight and keep him guessing.
Yeah, and as you said, he had a layoff there, and he comes back and he fights, a tough dude, and he goes to the decision with him. He looked a little, like he was running out of gas toward the, second and third rounds in there, man. I would imagine him coming into a second fight back. He's going to be well conditioned. He's dropping down to, featherweight, where that last fight was at lightweight. Is there anything you expecting out of this kid? Are you expecting more explosion out of him and a better fighter from the last fight?
Yeah, I'm 100% expecting a better fighter. I think he's going to be hungry, especially after, his last performance. I think he's going to move forward a lot and be aggressive, blitzing forward. But, we're prepared for everything with him. He wants to win, but, I need it, and I'm coming back for him.
Excellent. Well, as far as training camp, had a ton of them, and now this is back to back. Is there any changes in this training camp from the last training camp? Because like we said, you dropping down back to featherweight. Anything else you adding to this training camp to get ready?
Not really, man. I'm just trying to keep evolving. With the move up to lightweight previously, it was just to challenge myself. I wasn't any bigger or any lighter than I was for those fights than I am right now. It's just I have to cut a few more pounds, but I fought all of featherweight, amateur, and my first for a couple pro fights, so it's nothing new.
Excellent. Well, how's the body feel back into the air? I would imagine, lighter on your feet, feel a little faster in there. How's the body feeling the second time around?
It's good, man. Honestly, yeah, I'm not even a big featherweight. I'm kind of small for the weight class, but you feel better. Your diet has to be more strict. You're not able to have maybe a cheat meal or two when I'm bumping up to lightweight where I had those pounds to kind of fluctuate. So yeah, I feel good. I'm in great shape. I came into this camp in shape. So yeah, he's going to get the best version of me on May 13th.
Excellent, my man. Well, it's back at the Aura, bro. A very intimate style setting there where, you got the people above, level with you, below you, man. How excited are you to get back in there? Because I would imagine that's closer to home, correct?
Yeah, Aura's only about 40 minutes from us at the gym. Yeah, it's a small venue, but I'm excited with it because we got 3 or 4 other fighters on that card. So I think we're going to get a good crew up there from Nostos, and hopefully it'll get loud.
Well, I spoke to one of your guys yesterday, a training partner of an Alex Morris, man, who's going to be on that card making his second amateur fight, man. How excited is it? And, how's the feeling in the camp that you get to train with so many other guys and ladies? I do believe you have a woman who's going to be on the card also. How exciting is it to be able to go full throttle with a bunch of training partners that are actually going to be fighting alongside you that night?
It's awesome, man. It brings up the intensity in the whole room. Everybody's just kind of laser focused, especially as it gets closer. So you got Alex Morris, Danielle, she'll be on that card making her MMA debut. John Hersey, he's making his amateur debut. He's really tough. And then we got Kyle Pufall making his pro debut. So yeah, it's a grind, but we're all ready for it.
Excellent, my man. Wow, a lot of killers on this card. I know you have a ton of amateur champions in that gym there, man. As far as you're a young dude, man. You've been busy in the last 2 to 3 years getting these fights under your belt. Are you looked up to as kind of a veteran in the on the mats and sparring at this point?
Possibly. I don't think as myself that way, just because there's guys in there that don't have as many fights maybe as me, but I look up to them as the coach, or they have a better mind for the games because they've been around it much longer than I have. It's just, they're very well rounded, but they might have been training for 7 or 8 years when I've only been training for 3 or 4. So possibly the newer guys might look up to me just as being a pro, but I'll never think of myself as a veteran or anything to be, just kind of, yeah, I'll stay humble and be just look as them as hopefully they look up to me, but I'll never walk into the gym and think they do.
Excellent, my man. Well, bro, second fight of the year you're gonna get here, man. You've been busy in the past. Are you looking to stay? Keep that train rolling and getting more fights along the year, or are you gonna have a break here and there?
Yeah, I think after this one I'm gonna take a break. I fight a lot, dude. I fought 5 times. last year, and I took one card off. So if I take one card off here, I'll still fight maybe 4 times, which is still more than a majority of the fighters in New England, I think. So I'll take off probably the next card, and hopefully towards the end of the summer, we'll get a good matchup.
Excellent, my man. Well, heading to Aura, Matt Peterson does so much support of you fighters, man. Man, he just elevates you guys on social media, and he just gets you guys out there. What is your, ultimate goal for 2023? You said, you're going to take a little break from maybe the next card, but what is your ultimate goal by the end of 2023 as far as your career?
If I have a perfect year and I'm winning these fights, kind of how I started off, and I end the year on, say, 5-2 or 6-2, I think that's where I get that 5-2, 6-2 like title shot. I know that belt for NEF is up for grabs right now. I got my eye on Jake Detmeyer. He's 3-0 with 3 knockouts. So I think him and I would make a killer fight, title fight or non-title fight. That's the fight we've been looking at for about a year now. So hopefully we can get that by the end of the year, end on a high note, and have that solid record going into next year.
Excellent, my man. Well, a couple more questions before I let you get going, man. As far as this fight and getting back there, the second card of this year, man, and back-to-back featherweight fights here, man. What do we expect to see from Nathaniel Grimard on May 13th?
Dude, a lot of people just think I'm a grappler and that I only wrestle these guys. I mean, if I can go in there and not get hit and get out of there, sometimes it will. But I think this fight we're gonna see who shoots first. I want an exciting fight. You want to talk about looking up to guys in the gym, Ross Danner. That kid's a beast, and he puts on exciting fights. And I will have an exciting fight this one. And I want to turn a lot of heads and just impress people. So I'm expecting a great fight and even a better performance.
Excellent, my man. Well, 4 weeks out, bro, man. Where is the training at this point? 4 weeks away. Where are you right now? Is it like full throttle as far as the sparring, or where does it get really the heat of the moments in there in training?
Yeah, we got this week of sparring and next week of hard sparring. After that, you'll bring down the contact a little bit and just keep that cardio up. So we got about 3 more weeks of high intensity at least, and even fight week. I'm still keeping that cardio going because the last thing I want to do is be tired in a fist fight. So I want to be able to put that pace on him, and almost there, man. A month out.
Excellent, my man. Well, last question, bro. I know you have a lot of fans, a lot of backing, man. What do you expect to bring into that Aura crowd, man, cheering you on?
Yeah, I want a lot of energy for that one. I think this one is going to be my toughest fight since I've had for pro. So I'm expecting just a great fight. I want it back and forth. I want to put a pace on him and just get people to be like, wow, all right, that kid's good. He's on our radar now. So yeah, I'm expecting a fight at night with this kid.
Well, man, taking on a veteran, like you said, I mean, the kid's got almost 20 fights. This, I think, will be his 20th fight. 7 wins, more wins than you actually have fights, man. So congratulations on a great matchup, bro. I mean, you're not taking the easy road here, and I totally respect that. And, man, I can't wait to see what goes on with you on the 13th. I'm going to try to make it to that card, because that is one of my favorite venues to watch a NEF show, man. So, Nathaniel, last thing, shout outs, sponsors, social media other than Instagram that I have up here, and I'll let you get back to enjoying the weather and maybe getting out there and getting some miles in under the sun.
Yeah, sure, man. I appreciate it. I want to thank all my coaches at Nostos, Devin Powell, Carolyn Powell, Kyle Hill, Nick Miles, Kyle Pufall. There's a list to go on. I've been getting some work down in Massachusetts with Jake Pillow, so I want to give him a shout out. And then all my sponsors as well. Wouldn't be possible without the coaches, sponsors, and all the ticket sales. So yeah, May 13th, I'm going to give you a great fight.
Excellent, my man. Well, respect to you, bro. Love what you're doing. Love the challenges you're taking. And, love the humbleness coming out of you, bro. It's good to see, man. Nostos is bringing it. Love that gym. Love the fighters there, man. And I'll be getting more words with more of you guys, as this May 13th comes closer. So, Nathaniel, again, man, thank you so much, man. And congratulations on success.
Thank you, man. We appreciate you.
All right, my man. I'll talk to you later.